Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Yeah, there's an aerobics class about to happen, so I was a little distracted. Yeah, what wall? These are like women in their 40s and 50s with butt dunks. Yeah, they be doing aerobics classes and squats. Anyway, let the Barber bless you. And notice I said the barber, not barber, because I know some people would get real like sophisticated and everything and want to say, well, Rom, it's pronounced barber. Barber, don't you know how to pronounce it right? No, we this comedy. So we're gonna say the barber. You gotta let the barber bless you. Yeah, because you know what? On my video yesterday, right? I had on my little Scully, right? And, somebody hit me up and said, hey, thought it would look like a wave cap. It does though, right? But I was serious too when I said, nah, I'm just happy to have some hair, right? I'm just happy to have some hair. I ain't talking about no waves at this point. I'm 55. Yeah, I'm cock diesel, but still 55 and shit. Yeah, I still make them holler, but I'm still 55. So I'm happy just to have some hair and shit. But then somebody else got on there and they weren't being mean. They weren't no troll. They were asking me a serious question. They were asking me about what to do about thinning hair. And I just told them straight up. Nothing. I don't do anything. You know why? If it goes, it goes. Because see, here's the thing with me, right? Here's the thing. Women like me with my head shaved. There was a video I did, I forgot when I did it, but it was recent. I said I was at this hair show, and Bernadette Stannis, who played Thelma on Good Times, I met at this hair show, right? And I had some hair and stuff on, and I gave her a card because we kicked it beyond like just a picture opportunity. We kicked it a little bit, right? Kicked it a little bit, had a real conversation and stuff. I gave my card, and on my card, got my head on there shaved. And she was like, you look better with your head shaved. My childhood crush told me that. But on the for real, right? I don't even worry about that because that's what works for me. That's what worked for me. Anybody who follow me on IG, in fact, if you go throughout my entire IG, when I'm hugged up with some young lady or, a woman or something, most of the time my head is shaved. Hell, if your head shaved gets your dick sucked, you go with it. But that's me. That's me. See, a big part of the game is your hair. See, you know what? You can only control your bone structure so much. Yeah, you only got that square jaw. You don't got that square jaw, and of course you don't got those model cheekbones. Like I don't know, 95% of the population don't. But you can go to the barber and let the barber bless you. Barbers are responsible for the birth of more children. Shit. That's why a lot of dudes be going to the barber. So go to the barber, figure out what it is. It ain't rocket science. Because, of course you get some of these bammers on here. They thinking, oh, you got to have a full head of hair. No, it depends on the bammer. It depends on. Like, I tell you something now. I give you a celebrity who keep his head shaved, right? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. If he had hair on his head, he don't look the same way. Women don't go as crazy, right? But then you get somebody else, I don't know who. Also Boris Kojo, I mean. Go Boris Kojo. He's good with his head shaved. But this ain't telling you to shave the head. But this is just saying that's what worked for them. But say, who's a good example? Who's a good example? Okay, Brad Pitt. He wouldn't look good with his head shaved. He wouldn't look good with it. Idris Elba. I think he shaved his head for something, but still, I think, he got a big old Ultraman head, so that dude need to keep some hair on his head and shit. Get that Bullet Man head and shit. Right? So he need to keep his head. He need to keep hair on his head, right? But everybody got to look in the mirror and say, what's up? And see, it's kind of easy to do. First, you go to the barber. You go to the barber. And I got like How many clippers I got? I don't even use all of them. Let's see. I got the Walls. Got the Andis Master Clipper. Shoot, Wall Balding Clipper. Wall regular Wall. Everything. Right? Indeed. When I want to, I can. When I want hair on my head, I can fade my stuff out. It really ain't that hard. I can fade myself, but I do it right. You know, if a woman get on her knees quicker with my head shaved, then only time I let the hair grow out is when I'm in monk mode. That's very important. But anyway, talking about these stars and stuff. Some of them look good with hair, some of them don't. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know? Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. See, the key is to figure out what works. So first you go to the barber. Now, when you're in the barber, you got to flow with it. So whatever they're talking about in the barber, especially if it's a black barber, because a black barber shop that's like an institution. That's like a men's club. Nothing against our brothers from other mothers, but I ain't been in their barber shops. Well, except one time when I was little. This white guy, it managed to give me a good fade. But that was when I was like 14 and didn't know any better, right? Just had to get it cut. But, you know, you just got to sit in there and chill. You might have to wait a while, listen to the stories. Like, I remember the barber I went to when I was young. I remember that, right? And I don't care when I went in, what time it was, invariably it got around to the same story. You know, about the 3 biggest lies a black man will tell. And these were older barbers, so, you know, they were like, the 3 biggest lies were, he don't want a Cadillac, he don't want a white woman, and baby, I'm just gonna stick the head in. But that's how it was at the barbershop, though. But anyway, you go to the barbershop, you let the barber cut you. You let him. Like the first time you do, he gonna take his time with you and stuff. He give you a good cut, you better tip that motherfucker. Because then the next time you come in, you go to the same thing, he ain't gonna take as much time. He goes, okay, you finished. But see, he gonna take his time. He gonna have it. And make sure he give you a good lineup. If you leave a hair on, make sure he give that line good. Because he gotta bless you. That lineup, because women check out the lineup. If you gotta have hair, make sure that line is tight. Because women look at that. They be looking like, oh, you know. Just like y'all don't like women with those edges and stuff. It'd be like, damn, girl, that weave ain't tight. You know? But let's be real now. We ain't looking at the hair. I shouldn't even say that. Because, you know, men, we just be looking at it and say, damn, she got fat ass stuff. So, let him shine, you know, let him do it, right? And then, you know, get it. And then, you know, since y'all been listening to Rom, y'all hitting the gym. And, you know, if y'all follow me on some of my other sites, my on-demand videos, you got that cologne and all that other stuff. Got your clothes together, you go out. Pay attention to the hair. Like, a good haircut is a chick magnet. Because they like that. That's why a lot of times, of a barber, barbers stay busy on a Friday. They just need to open up at 6. Seriously, they open up 6 in the morning, a good barber. They ain't getting out there till one Saturday morning on a Friday. They go in there, right? Then the barber, you know, go to the club someplace, get some play, you know, get them on their knees, get them over the couch, you know. Because if you got a good haircut, that woman gonna back that thing up. Because they like it. You got that good lineup and stuff. That's why some real players, though, they be in the barbershop like twice a week. Every 3 days and whatnot, you know? So, anyway, you check it out. Now, you got to see what works for you, though. Because sometimes something won't work for you. Like, you get a cut, and women are like, oh, yeah. Other than you might not have any style, that don't work for you. See, they're going to just give a look, right? They got to get that look like this. It's like, the way women look at you, though, they ain't obvious about it. They'll walk right past you. Their eyes don't blink nothing. Then when they with their girlfriends, yeah, he's all right, but the back of his head wasn't right. I can't mess with him. Y'all ever have that, though? Women be like, oh, damn, the good haircut. Let me see the back. That's how you know it's a good haircut. You got to cut that shit right. Oh, y'all home cutters, y'all know that because y'all be getting those mirrors and stuff. When I be fading myself up, I got to have that mirror at that angle, lighting right and everything. I need to find a stand. I need to find one of those like just mirror stands. It's like a small enough, not real big, but just put it up there so I can like cut that shit right when I want to fade it up. Cause yeah, I like to shave my head, but fuck it might be cold this winter. I got my hat though if I need it. I got a couple hats. You know, I'm gonna do a show just showing some of my clothes. I think I'm gonna do a show showing my shoe collection, or at least my winter shoes, my boots. Yeah. Show you my black Timbs, my black suede Timbs. But you gotta bless the barber. Let the barber bless you. Well, you got, okay, he blesses you, then you bless him with a tip. So you gotta give him that tip. And see, once he do that, boom. And see, one thing about a good barber, really good barbers are players. Like, if for whatever reason you don't want to listen to me or anybody else telling you how to get some pussy, go to the barber. I've yet to meet a barber who wasn't fucking like crazy. I've yet to meet one. Seriously. They might exist, but I haven't met them. Every time I meet a barber, I'll be like, how many kids you got? Say, how you know I got a bunch of kids? He's a barber. Because the barber's shit. Barber. See, here's the thing with the barber. The barber's a psychologist. Because if they think about it, when they dealing with people, like, how many customers they could have a day, depending on how quick they cut. I say, depending on how quick they cut, I say anywhere from 10 to 20. Because you do get those barbers. I remember this barber at this one barbershop I went to when I was in high school. Hey, this one barber, once you get under him, and I tried to like have him cut my hair one time, he said, man, I'm going to take forever. And he did. He take forever. He be leaning and stuff. Whoever he cutting, he's up there snoring and stuff. Be having like snot coming out their nose and shit, snoring. Right? But you get a good barber, they cutting 10 to 20 heads. Any barbers listening, y'all tell me how many y'all cutting a day, right? Then you got to talk to all of them. Now, some of the people might not quiet, but then you hear some problems. See, a barber like a psychologist, a counselor, historian, all of that. The thing they got is a mouthpiece. And see, even when they talk to some women, because, you know, sometimes women go in there to those barbers. So they get in there and, you know, they can talk to them and everything. So they be having kids. Plus, they on their feet all day, so they ain't going to be out of shape, you know. So they got all that. So they some players. Like, that's one of those professions you want to be in. You know, not so much to get the women, but develop the training to talk to them. Right? Because, yeah, you cutting guys' heads, but you still, if you can deal with a bunch of men's issues, you can easily talk to a woman. Ain't shit she can say to you. So, you know, the barbers be having those kids. They be having all those women. Plus, sometimes, you know what? Sometimes they gotta cut that head, so they be like, damn, shit, I gotta go see my third baby mama, you know, give her some money. All right, let me cut some heads. They be doing a really good job. That's when you know, when they really do that job, I say, oh shit, you got a kid to feed. He's like, yeah, bro. All right, man, let me give you an extra tip. All right, yeah. And sometimes you might want to hook them up and say, you know what, man, why don't you hit my bed too? All right, shoot. You know, they might put a hot towel on you or something. But you gotta let the barber bless you. That's the key thing. That's the key thing, right? Let that barber bless you, and a woman will bless you. I'll talk to y'all later, because I gotta go in here, right? Now, see, right now, I don't feel like blessing myself. I'm in monk mode. And well, depends on who I talk to tonight. Anyway, talk to y'all. Peace and blessings.